Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. This is Naaman with the DC Camp, Grant Great Millstone, back for another video. First and foremost, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Kal Halal, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kahak Wadash. And of course, once again, double honors go out to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone, who deserve double honors and root well. Salutations also go out to the fellow Akim that are out there on the highways and byways, all right, while at the same time posting numerous videos to saturate the web, all right, further get this truth out, push it across four corners of this earth to hopefully wake up the hopeful elect, as we always like to say, because nobody knows for sure. We're still working for that penny. All right, so what we have here is going to be a short video. Apparently, another trucker has gone missing. Another Jake has gone missing. This time his truck was found in Arkansas, of all places. All right, and this is from the site Taylor House Publishing. Let me read the Riot Act here. And this is the Copyright Act. All right, a disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use, all right, for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research, all of which I'm doing. Do not intend to profit off of this whatsoever. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Fair use. All right, so we go back here. And, that's something I encourage. The scriptures encourage, especially, those of us in the truth. It's just outright common sense. Just I always mention at the end of my videos about being circumspect. And that's what it boils down to. Now, someone had suggested, and I believe it was either this guy here or Introvert Rockstar. That's another site out, and they're both, I'm pretty sure on his site, he's got this story too. But they follow stories like this very closely, and it's been quite a few. Also the Jake that was found hung up in upstate New York, and they called it a suicide. They were quick. And also those two twins down in Georgia. The child in Mississippi that was run over, he was on an ATV, and the guy came back and just to pick up his pieces of his truck that had, were broken off, and just ignored the child, left the Jake to die, in the road. Yeah, real sad. Especially now, because we're in what to use a sports metaphor, we're in this fourth quarter, and we're late in the fourth quarter. All right, so you're seeing these devils, these Edomites, these self-proclaimed white people showing their true colors. Unfortunately, Jakes like this is what they do to make a living. They're all out there exposed. I can't tell you what to do and how to do it, but just be very careful. As the scriptures say, pray always. All right. But let's go ahead and roll the video.
All right, peace and blessings, all praises to the Most High. And yet another black truck driver has mysteriously vanished while undertaking his normal routine. This man right here, 38-year-old Eric Darnell, has been missing since last Tuesday. Now, the information about this case, I said he mysteriously vanished in the middle of a cross-country delivery, and his family says no one is helping them find him. Eric Darnell is a father of 4 and a veteran long-haul driver based in Birmingham, Alabama. He was last seen leaving a distribution center.
Which means, all right, he's got experience in this. He knows better. So, which even makes it more suspicious.
Outside of Phoenix, Arizona, last Tuesday morning. His route was routine. a straight shot to a drop-off in Memphis, Tennessee, but he never made it. His wife, Yolanda, says that they spoke around 3:40 a.m. He said, "I'm stopping to grab coffee, then I'm back on the road," she recalled. That was the last time I heard his voice. By 9 a.m., the GPS signal on his company's fleet tracking.
And let me say this as a little personal testimony. Whenever I traveled, I never felt comfortable in those truck stops. All right, and I'm not even a trucker by any means. All right, just to stop, get something to eat, or just a weird feeling about shit like that. Wow.
The system suddenly went dark. Somewhere near a stretch of I-40 known for its dead zones and poor surveillance. His rig was later discovered parked in an abandoned parking lot outside of Little Rock, Arkansas. It was empty. It was locked.
Pulaski County.
Engine was off. His phone has not pinged since. His wallet is inside the truck, but his keys and his log books were gone.
How to get rid of all mosquitoes nearby quickly. This easy and smart trick you can try tonight to get rid of all
Books were gone. And that is pretty much all of the information that we have from Mr. Darnell. And this is going on about, if it was last Tuesday, we're talking about, 9 or 10 days. Somebody sent me this a while back. Now, there's no news stories about this. There is no coverage. Maybe if it's in Birmingham, where he's from, people are asking about it. But I have seen nothing. I've been able to find nothing but social media posts about his disappearance. And so, knowing that what we know or what we have explored from the trucking industry, this is definitely suspicious. We all know about the case of Javion McGee, which is now going on almost a year, where the young trucker, was found beaten and tied to a tree in Henderson, North Carolina, where reports said that, he parked in a not too friendly lot, and according to information that we gathered, he was possibly beaten by people familiar with the lot, and he met his demise there. Now, this man said, or this man was reported to had spoken to his wife after leaving a distribution center in Phoenix, and so he called his wife at 3:40 a.m. Said he's about to stop and get some coffee, then he's going to be back on the road. Now, the logical thing to think about was, where did he stop to get his coffee at? And if his wife knows that, then that would be the first place, I would start looking. And then his phone, as they said, went dead or hasn't pinged since 9 a.m. or the GPS signal on his company fleet tracking system suddenly went dark.
Somebody knew what they were doing.
His rig was discovered parked in an abandoned parking lot outside of Little Rock, Arkansas. And so, I don't know the relation of Little Rock to Tennessee. How far was that, or how far was Little Rock from Phoenix, Arizona? You guys can do the math about that, but it's definitely something suspicious. We know that truck drivers have met some horrific fates within the past couple of years. Exploring the Javion McGee case, it exposed some of the
less than 3 hours away.
Latent racism in the trucking industry, the envy and jealousy of certain individuals, of everybody being able to make money in the logistic arena. And so for this man to just disappear like that, I find it very, 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 very strange. And once again, this is 38-year-old Eric Darnell. And you see him there, he definitely looks focused. He doesn't look like, he's on any substance, look healthy. You look in his eyes, you see, a sober mind, determined mind, very focused mind, if you ask me. So this is something that, we may have to keep an eye on. First of all, once again, hopefully Yolanda is down there making some noise. What truck driver company did he drive for? That has always been a finger to point at. A lot of people have, even hinted at some of these truck driving companies having insurance policies on their drivers.
Oh.
And so if that is the case, then, a lot of these mysterious disappearances and deaths, that may be a reason for these things. But, this guy has, the phone hasn't pinged since 9 a.m. And then, like I said, his log books were gone, but his wallet was in truck. You're not just going to leave and take your log books and, leave your wallet.
Yeah.
And so maybe, not to say that, we hope this happened, but, I'm just trying to speculate. Well, maybe if something did happen to him, the person who may have done something to him wanted to leave his wallet, so, he couldn't be readily identified. But, the truck has been found. So there should be some type of camera device on the truck. There should be some type of evidence to lead the person or lead the authorities if they're looking. Because, for all that I've heard, I'm watching one video, it doesn't seem like too many people are looking for this brother. But once again, we have another trucker situation where, another black trucker has gone missing under very suspicious circumstances.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if you are a trucker or, people in the trucking industry, feel free to, comment on this video and tell us what.
Salakia. This is Proverbs 14. And 15. All right. It says, the simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going. All right. Looketh well to his going. All right. Over here. All right. He is credulous. All right. Now, hold on here. When we look up credulous, let's see. It says disposed to believe too readily. All right. All right. Let's see. Yeah, you don't want to be this. All right. Willing to believe or trust too readily. All right. Especially without proper or adequate evidence. All right. Another word for that is gullible. All right. Synonym, unsuspecting. Especially you out there, long haul trucking, over the road, whatever have you. Oh man, you by yourself. That's why I said. So he's been at it a while, so he knows. All right. This isn't some rookie. All right. So let's go to Ephesians 5. All right. Let's see. And this applies not only for this incident here, but this is in life in general, but especially now that we're in the truth. All right. Because, hey, you know who's after us, that seeks, as it says in 1 Peter 5, and I'll get that 8, because he's willing to, he's trying to devour us. It said, Ephesians 5:14, wherefore he said, awake thou that sleepest. All right. Now's not the time to be asleep. And arise from the dead, and Hamashiach Yahweh shall give thee light. See then that ye walk circumspectly. All right, that is, all right. Let's get that. That's Strong's G199. Acrobos, diligently, perfectly. All right, it says from the same G196. All right, straight. All right. Let's see. All right, redeeming the time because the days are evil. All right. Wherefore, verse 17, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding that the will of the Lord is, and be not drunk with wine, wherein is excess, but be filled with the Spirit. All right. Especially now. Let's see, got a little bit left here.
What, could be the issue, what may have happened from your expertise. So possibly we can help this family find their loved one. Once again, he's a father, a husband, a very productive black man doing what, men supposed to do, and that's, take care of their family. So no one should lose their life or livelihood or, come up under these circumstances just by trying to take care of their family. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this video in the comments. Y'all see the number 919-587-7782. Thank y'all for watching and liking and sharing.
And there you go. And this is, again, how, if you're lacking anything, as it says when I'm about to get here, you ask. How do you ask of the Most High? Here it is. James 1:5. If any of you lack wisdom, and that's what we're all here trying to get, right? As it said, Proverbs 3:5, right? 4:7. All right. It says, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. All right. Now you're an Israelite. Is this talking about every man on earth? No. This has once again to do with the Israelite man. All right. He says 6, but let him ask in faith, nothing wavering. For he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed. All right. So, yeah, that faith is a key component. That Hebrews 11th chapter, can't get around it. All right. Got to have the faith, and that is a gift, as it says. Let me go back to Ephesians. All right, I was talking about the Israelites. That is a gift. You can't go purchase more faith. This is 2:8, and it says, for by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves. It is a gift of the Most High, or Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. All right. Not of works, lest any man should boast. And you know how conceited and arrogant and proud Jake can get. All right. Scripture's talking about the Most High. Let's see if I can remember where it was. All right. In fact, let's see, is that Sirach? Hold on, we'll come back to this. I know 10 for sure, but it's somewhere else. Let's see. Here it is. Sirach 10:7. It says, pride is hateful before the Most High and man. Y'all know this. You've been around braggarts. You don't like that, do you? And by both doth one commit iniquity. And it goes on down, you can fall on down here. It says the beginning of pride is when one departeth from the Most High, and his heart is turned away from his Maker. For pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it shall pour out abomination, and therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamities, and overthrew them utterly. All right, so as far as this video is concerned, that's going to be it. Again, we're in this time. Don't be out here and get caught slipping, as the saying goes. This is the wrong time. Because, hey, put it like this. These white people have had a sheltered existence up until this point. They're pissed. And guess who they've always taken shit out on? Nothing has changed. All right, so with that, once again, I hope whoever views this video again has been edified. That's what we do here at Great Millstone. All right. So until the next video, again, remain circumspect. All right. Keep that head on the swivel. All right. Exercise that proper discernment. All right. So with that, until next video, shalom.